Many of the same faces return on a Drury baseball team that is predicted to finish second in the GLVC West, and that experience may be the X factor this season.
We got a lot of guys that can throw it, we got a lot of guys that can hit it, but if we can put it together consistently, I think we're going to be a tough team to beat.
This is probably the best team I've played with since I've been here. We have a lot of guys returning, and we have the most experienced team that we've had since I've been here, so I expect a lot from us this year.
But one familiar face is gone from the sidelines this year, as Mark Stratton, the program's coach since its inception in 2007, will miss the season to tend to health matters after a mild stroke in December, opening the door for interim coach Scott Nasby to lead the way.
Keep your knees bent, take a shuffle out.
I've been a part of recruiting all these kids, so I think the transition for them is probably easier than it is for the coaching staff. What we started with Coach Stratton is something we're going to continue. We're not making any drastic changes. I might yell a little bit more than Stratton normally does, but trying to have efficient practices, efficient games, efficient at-bats. Trying to make sure that we're doing the right thing all the time, whether it's in the game, off the field. Just continue what we've been doing the past 7 years.
The team returns 5 all-conference players, including the infield duo of Brett Neal and Caleb Cole. But pitching, along with versatility, are likely the keys to the team's success. And on the mound, it starts with returning junior first-teamer Will Landshift.
We're going to trot Will out there the first game this first weekend and then go Austin next. We have probably 3 or 4 guys. You throw in Trevor Richards that are all fighting for the number 1 spot. So we need to find someone who can step up and be the number 1.
What's really exciting about this year is each game someone new can step up and contribute. So you never know what's going to happen on a game-to-game and who's going to end up carrying the team.
It's an interesting time for Drury baseball, with a change in leadership and a surge in talent. But one thing's for sure, the expectations never change.
We have a certain number of wins we always have in mind at the beginning of the year. We'd like to get 35 wins. But once that first game starts, we're not talking about that number 35. We're worrying about number 1, which is going to be 12 o'clock at Memphis. Once we win that one, we can move on to the next one.
We pretty much know that if we're going to make a run, this is going to be the year, so I expect us to go deep and hopefully put together a really good season.
Drury baseball opens the season February 16th in Memphis, Tennessee against Christian Brothers University. I'm Bobby Hearn, DruryPanthers.com.